immediately
Yeah.
held committee comes to, I don't think so.
That probably should be.
Usually we don't
added.
run up to these, but yeah,
But a
yeah,
couple times,
it doesn't hurt to add it
Just-
once to the posting, right? And
just
then
add
it's
it to
there.
the posting and leave it
I
there,
agree.
just in
Yeah.
case, just to make it.
Pardon?
Good.
I just don't see the, oh, now I see them. Thank you.
I had a thing with the board of review once where we didn't follow our, and it was,
I think we,
we were sued.
Didn't follow what?
We didn't follow our posted. We had like a 10-minute time limit and there wasn't anybody in the room. This guy comes every year. And there was nobody in the room, so we sat down and talked to him tried and worked on his thing for like 50 minutes. He turned around and sued us because we went beyond.
It's showing up.
We took the time, there wasn't anybody waiting, so there wasn't anybody waiting, but because we did not follow the rules that were posted.
Nope. My video is not.
Next
on.
time he showed up, we
Don't
weren't so
help.
nice to him.
Yeah,
It's like, lesson learned
mhm.
the hard way, but that's why I get kind of particular on postings. The judge said we were wrong, but we didn't get fined or anything. It's just like, you guys can't do that. He thought it was kind of wish to do it.
Well, as long as you guys can live without seeing yourself on the big screen. I believe the
Oh, no, I
ladies who
guess-
have joined us on Zoom can hear us.
I get so used to.
So as long as they can live without seeing us, I think we'll be okay. You
Yep.
just trust that
Alright.
we're here.
Okay. Oh, ready are we?
Ready if you are.
Are you ready, Mr.?
Yep.
Commissioner? Excuse me. I'd like to call to order the Isabel County Board of Commissioners, Criminal Justice and County Affairs Committee. I want to start up with an approval of the agenda.
Chair, I'd like to add to item 8, add item 8, the move to approve the County of Isabella Prosecuting Attorney CRP for the fiscal year 2024-2028 agreement for the board chair to sign.
Okay, that will be added to the agenda. As when we make it 7.5. Just so keeps it clean. Okay. Is there any more additions to the agenda?
I have none, Commissioner.
Okay, then we have an agenda as presented with the added. Okay, moving on, why don't we go right to the agenda that we just recently approved? Call to the public. I do not see anybody physically in the room that would like to talk at this time, raise hand. Is there anybody online?
There is not at this time, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we will have another opportunity at the end of the meeting for public comment. So getting right into the agenda item, we have first up, consider approving Isabel County Front of the Court participation in the Title 4/D Cooperative Reimbursement Program contract beginning October 1st, 2023 and continuing through September 30th, 2028 for a grant amount of $4,674,654.29. I'm having one of those days today, guys. Please be with me. With a reimbursement amount not to exceed $3,149,128.94 and authorized board chair to sign the same. And we have, I take it, Ms. Curtis online.
Good morning. We can see you, just so you know,
Oh.
Boy, lucky you.
right? So, what we are asking for is, authorization for the board chair to sign the grant contract for the Friend of the Courts Cooperative Reimbursement Program. This program's been in effect, I think, somewhere around since 1975. I'm not exactly sure how long the county's been participating. We do 5-year grants with the federal government for that. And basically what it does is funds 66% of most of the front of the court operations. The county pays that, and then they receive the reimbursement back. This is pretty standard amount or grant application that we submitted. There's nothing really any different other than the amounts go up, and that accounts for possible changes in salaries and fringes, along with other expenses that we can raise a bit each month or each grant year. So there's nothing unusual about this application.
You said it's been around for a long time. Has there been really any changes, or is this one of the ones that they just kind of keep it, that nobody, do you foresee any changes in it, or?
So I think because it's actually created through the Social Security Act, I don't think that it's one of those things that is, you know, a pot of money that we continue to have to share, such as some of the SCAO grants where they're super competitive. This one is more about making sure that we have our ducks in a row when we do our applications, and that the government continues to set aside or be willing to reimburse that 66%. But I don't think that it matters whether there's every friend of the court participating or they're not. I feel like everyone in Michigan probably is, because why wouldn't you get funded by 66%? And plus it's a mandate by law, so.
Okay, questions?
I don't have any questions. I'd
I
love
don't-
to accept it.
Yep, yeah, I think we probably should. I don't have any more questions, so.
All right.
Just-
I'll make the motion to consider approving Isabella County Friend of the Court's participation in the Title IV/D Cooperative Reimbursement Program contract beginning October 1st, 2023, continuing through September 30th, 2028, for the grant amount of $4,674,654.29, with the reimbursement amount not to exceed $3,149,128.94 for the board chair to sign next Board of Commissioner meeting.
And I will support that. Any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote. All in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. The motion has passed. We will move that forward to the work session. So next up on the agenda. Consider approving the fiscal year 2024 Swift Insure Sanction Probation Program Grant Contract in the amount of $223,000, and authorize court administrator to utilize DocuSign to sign the same. And you're gonna speak on this too, Administrator Curtis?
I'm gonna let Carolyn speak on this.
Thought there should be some, oh, there she is.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, so our grant has been around since 2011. This year we requested $223,500 and were granted $223,000. So very happy with our grant award and asking that you approve the same. I don't know if you have any questions. I mean,
I don't have any questions. We've seen this.
you
Well-
have,
So
Yeah,
it's a program that we've always supported, so.
yes.
all right, I'll make a motion to consider approving the fiscal year 2024 Swift Insure Sanctions Probation Program Grant Contract in the amount of $223,000, and authorize the court administrator to utilize DocuSign.
And I will support that. Is there any more discussion on that? Seeing none, we'll vote. All in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. That has passed, and we'll move that forward to the work session, so.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you for hanging on.
Okay, so another similar that we've seen before is considering the fiscal year 2024 adult DWI drug court grant contract in the amount of $110,000, and authorize the court administrator to utilize DocuSign to sign the same. And we have Kate with us.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
So, drug court started in 2003, so we've been doing this for 20 years. And actually we changed our name. We're now the Recovery Court. We thought it was more inclusive than just a drug court, especially since we have a lot of OWI people that don't necessarily use drugs, so we changed the name this year. And we did that at our picnic. We had our Recovery Month picnic and we did a celebration for our 20-year anniversary. So that's a little itty bitty tiny update on the program. But we had asked for 161,000 this year, and although we did not get that, we got much more than normal. We got 110,000, which was 40,000 more than last year. So I'm pretty excited about that number this year.
Do you have any reason why? Because it seems like every year we've seen that go down and down, and to see it go up is a good.
Yeah,
sign.
it's great.
But is that because there's more money in the pot, or less people participating, or?
That's a great question. I don't really know why it was so much more this year. I know that they had said that they were trying to only give the courts exactly what they needed, because there have been years where other courts have received a large grant amount, then weren't able to use that. So that money was just kind of left out on the table. So I don't know if they've just kind of switched it around a little bit and maybe given some other courts less. I'm really not sure.
I think the other thing that has happened is in the last, I don't know, probably 8 years, we've asked for more. So we've asked for more. Used to be the application amount was only asked for to cover a portion of the coordinator salaries. So we started looking closely at that to try to get some of the other expenses covered. So I think some of that is our application amount as well. And it could be due to the success of our program as well. I mean, I think in our grant writing abilities. So we have some really great staff, those 3 you are looking at, that write their own grants, and they just do an outstanding job. So I really think that also helps us get more funding.
Good. Oh, we'll take extra money anytime.
Yeah.
That's good job. Whatever the reason is, we're happy to see it increased.
All right, I'll make the motion. Consider approving the fiscal year 2024 adult DWI drug court grant contract in the amount of 110,000. Authorize the court administrator to utilize DocuSign to sign this.
I will support that. Any discussion? Okay, see none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, the same. The motion has passed, and we'll move that forward to the work session. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next up is another item we've seen for multiple years. Consider approving the fiscal year 2024 juvenile drug court grant contract in the amount of 100,000 and authorize court administrator to utilize DocuSign to sign the same. And I think we have Ms. Reiser with us.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So yeah, you've seen my face before. We have been around since 2006. This year we asked for $106,000 and we were awarded $100,000, which was $7,500 more than we received last year. I fall into the same camp as Kate. I'm not sure why. I suspect it has to do with the fact that they have changed how they're awarding grants, and they're doing it on an as needed basis. And I think in the past, some programs didn't spend all of their money. And so I think Scale is doing a much better job recouping that money and applying it towards grants that can show need for that money. So anyway, this year we have received $100,000, which I'm pleased with. And that will help cover my salary. It gave me just a little bit extra that I can apply towards incentives because we are an incentive-based program. So, thank you.
Well, like I said, it's great that we got extra, and hope it's because
Keep going.
you guys have been doing a great job, and they're actually looking at the job you're doing. So
All right, make a motion to consider approving the fiscal year 2024 juvenile drug court grant contract in the amount of $100,000 to authorize court administrator to utilize DocuSign to sign.
I will support that. Any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote. All in favor, signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. The motion has passed, and we will move that forward to the work session. So. Okay, next up, we have item 7.5, which is consider approving the County of Isabella Prosecuting Attorney CRP for fiscal year 2024 through 28 agreement. And have the board chair sign the same, and we have the prosecutor here, Dorothy, also who wants to speak on this. Guys can fight, flip a coin.
If Dorothy's there in person, I'll defer to Dorothy.
Oh,
Oh, you
I
guys-
see fingers pointing both ways.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to do this, okay.
I'll gladly take it then. So this is a renewal grant for our CRP. I believe the last time we did this was about 5 years ago, and at that time, I'm not sure if we went through this channel and had the chairman sign it or not, but nonetheless, this is a reimbursement grant for child support work that's performed by our office. And the amount requested is the hopeful amount that we'll be able to get out of the grant. And again, it's just a renewal grant. So for every dollar we bill, they will provide to the county.
How are you guys doing on the rolls right now as far as keeping up with that? Because that is one of the ones that bring in some money back to the county, so. I know during COVID, things got backed up a little bit, or is there how you guys doing on?
Well, we were getting caught up, but with the recent move, we're kind of treading water right now.
Okay, well, as I said, that's one I always look at, because I know it does bring back money. If you get them done, they come back, so it helps the county keep that one going, so hopefully you'll get it in, and we're definitely gonna, at least I think we need to get the reimbursement back. So, yeah, I don't see any problem with this. I guess I better shut up. I talk myself in a corner here. Commissioner, do you have any questions?
I do not. I'll go ahead and make a motion if. So move to approve County of Isabella Prosecuting Attorney's CRP reimbursement up to $251,602 for fiscal year 2024 to 2028 agreement for the board chair to sign.
I will support that. Is there any more discussion? We'll kind of clean that up a little bit during work session, but the basics is the same, so any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same. That has passed, and we'll move it to the work session.
And
Thank you.
Dorothy, thank you for showing up to the meeting. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it, so.
Okay, with that, do you have any announcements?
I do not.
Okay, and we do have one last call to the public. Is there anybody raising their hand in the public? I do see nobody physically raising their hand. Is there anybody online that would like to make a comment?
there is no one with their
There's
hand
no
up.
one's online. Okay, with that, I'll close the call to the public, and with that, I'll adjourn the meeting. Thank you.